Let's do this. Right. It's time for another edition of the Outcast Podcast, which is proudly sponsored by our friends at BetterHelp. Save 10% on your first month. You can use our promo code. Our link is BetterHelp/Outcast. That's right. Save 10%. Memphis, what's up? Yo. You are one of the Outcasts, and you are actually getting the therapy. Is it working for you? Do you feel like the help is there?
Yeah, it's getting there. And I needed it today because I was aggravated. So, yeah, it's definitely
Boy, was he
helping.
aggravated.
Yeah, he was salty.
Definitely helping.
That's cool, man.
Definitely.
Good.
Yeah, when you walked in, you said you had to cuss out a client.
I did.
That was fun.
I did.
And
it was fun. It was fun.
Which cuss words did you use?
A lot of them. A lot of MFs. There were a lot of MFs.
Hey, I noticed when he was telling us that story that he's very much like movies have been in the past where, like, they start at the end.
And then it goes back.
Yeah.
It was like, the big fight scene.
Yeah.
And then you're like, damn, what the fuck? What's happening? What's happening? And then it goes 2 years earlier.
Yeah. He starts going through the whole thing.
But the story is still the same. It's all the same.
Yeah, and then I was like, who was he? He's like, well, I'm not going to tell you who it was. I was like, damn it.
Yeah,
I gotta wait till the second
suspense,
part.
Yeah, I ain't gonna tell you who the client was, but
there's gonna somewhere in Naples.
They tried me, man. They tried me, and like I said, I took it personal. I'm like, I have, I run a business, and I have friends like you guys that are DJs, and it could affect you guys, and I don't tolerate anybody who
foolishness.
Who none. I have zero tolerance for it, and especially when people don't know what the hell they're doing, and they get a venue just because they got a little bit of money or whatever the case. So I'm talking to all you want to be promoters or want to be guys.
Mouth breathers as well?
Definitely mouth breathers.
You're having trouble breathing out of your own mouth right now.
No, I had something that was in my chest. Anyway, you fuck ass. Don't you ever classify me with them ever again.
All right, we don't want to get cussed out by you today, Memphis. So
you're very loud.
Hopefully we can put you in a little bit of a better mood. We got a lot of good stuff to talk about on the show. We're going to be talking about M&Ms and not the rapper.
Not the rapper.
We're talking about the candies.
Candy wrapper.
I like them. With or without the nuts?
I like them better with nuts.
With nuts.
Yeah.
Not nuts.
That's what I heard.
You're a no-nut kind of guy?
No nut kind of guy.
We've also seen the end of an era at Disney World. We'll talk about that. And the most expensive restaurant in the world.
Oh, shit.
Really?
Man, it's in Dubai. And
of course it is.
Of course
it
is.
Yeah.
I was like,
what are they trying to prove out there in Dubai?
Yeah.
What are they trying to prove?
They got money.
We should go out there anyway and find out.
I'm just kidding.
Another thing we have coming up on this week's edition of the Outcast Podcast is we had a huge argument going on outside in the garage when we were pre-gaming, and it happened to be over the moon and the stars and the galaxies, and then it went to aliens.
It did.
And
well, it's all related.
I didn't realize there was so much passion between Ramo and Tomcat when it came to aliens.
Well, the funny thing is, we agreed on everything.
Well, we do, but we both
I don't know, but I still feel like there was something like I think he's wrong or I think he's wrong.
No,
there's
it wasn't
some
none of
kind of superiority thing going on right now. I want to see it. I'm here for it.
He started talking about it, and I got excited because I watch the show and I like it, so I got to talking about it, and I don't stop talking about it.
You stole his shine, actually.
But
you
forgot your facts.
I didn't. You weren't letting me say
that. Wasn't me. That was everybody else.
That's not true.
Anyway,
I know that.
Everything he said was great. So we agree on everything. So I love that show, and we're both very passionate.
It's not like y'all punking out right now, man. I don't like this. It's
what do you mean?
Fun.
No,
we weren't fighting about it. I still want to see the debate. I told you what we were fighting about. We were fighting because he wasn't letting me say the facts first.
Let's do the contest.
I would pay per view for this. I'm here for it.
Hey man, don't start putting your money where your mouth is.
We're gonna go head to head later, and it's gonna be. Stick around. We're going head to head, me and Ramo. Fact for fact on Ancient Aliens.
It's a multiple answer, like multiple choice. So
it's coming up. We'll find out which one of you is smarter when it comes to alien life forms.
Going down.
Who watches Ancient Aliens the most?
So I didn't realize people really were into this kind of stuff until I started hanging out with you guys.
You guys
it's
are weird,
awesome.
man.
No, dude, I
do love the moon.
It's the truth. You better get on board because it's going to happen. Watch.
All right. Well, we've got a lot to get into on this week's episode. This is episode 51. We're now into the stratosphere with our shows because I can't believe we've made it to episode 51. And I saw something on Facebook here recently where somebody said something like age yourself, which I probably did by mentioning Facebook. Age yourself by naming your first celebrity crush.
Ooh.
So I was gonna ask Memphis first. I'll ask you. Who is your first celebrity crush?
Pam Grier.
Pam Grier.
Oh
we were
my
just talking
God.
about her.
Yeah, we were just talking about this.
Oh my God.
I should have known you were going to say that.
Well, he's been thinking about it ever since. Calm down.
Pam Grier.
Hey, I'm sitting on this couch with you.
Yeah, you are.
Listen.
That's gross.
If you don't know who Pam Grier is, slap yourself in the face 2 times. There's not a woman.
Why is he yelling?
Ever. Wow. Maybe because my mic is hot, but it don't matter. It's
hot
perfect.
Mic.
And that's more beautiful than Pam Grier was in her prime.
She's like in her 70s now.
Yeah, probably so.
She's probably still beautiful though.
She all right. She all right, but she ain't like she was when she was Sheba, baby. Cleopatra, Coffee with a color is a color. That movie is crazy.
I like those old
so
movies.
Pam Grier.
Pam Grier.
All right, let's move on to Tomcat. What about you? Who was your celebrity crush when you were coming up as a young boy?
I think it was Christina Applegate.
Oh yeah,
that's
nice. The Bundys.
Yep.
Yeah, she can get it.
She's still a good-looking gal. Even I think she's over 50 now.
She still looks.
She's still
good.
pretty good.
She looks very good.
She's going through some health issues, and we wish her all the best.
That's right.
And what about you, Ramo? Can you remember back? I know the TVs were black and white when you were coming up.
They were, and they were.
It's probably hard to make out.
There were
your
3 channels and 5 show on each channel, and they all turned off at midnight.
Who was your first celebrity crush?
I want to say. What do you mean my first?
First and last, baby.
Yeah, baby. Going to see you later. No, honestly, I believe the very first that I really wanted to like just rail. Kelly LeBrock.
Rail?
Oh, nice. Kelly LeBrock.
Remember from Weird Science?
Yeah.
The girl from Weird Science.
Well, I'm glad I didn't have to smack myself if I didn't know her because I didn't know who that was.
Really? Wow.
I thought you were going to say Lucille Ball at first.
No.
Lucille
was hot.
Yeah, because you old as hell. I thought you were going to say Lucille Ball.
Nah.
Yo, redhead.
It looks like she was with Gene Wilder at one point in her life.
Wow.
Kelly LeBrock, which is Willy
Gene
Wonka.
Wilder got that?
She had some nice lips.
Damn.
What about Kathy Ireland? That was another one.
She was
fucking hot.
Oh, man.
She was kind of situational hot, though.
I hit a bunch of them,
she was okay.
in my own mind.
Sometimes, like, I don't know. She was kind of like,
I got that.
See, I feel like now I am an outcast because I was thinking of my celebrity crush.
Who's your celebrity crush?
And you guys all picked like grown women, like that were.
Oh, this is getting scary.
I was when you're a kid, you have a celebrity crush. You would think that you would have a crush on somebody your own age.
No, not me.
But you 3 pervs are like looking at the moms.
Yeah.
You guys need to be on MILF Island or whatever the hell that show is.
MILF Manor.
I like the little grass on my
Shameless
infield.
promo.
I like the little grass on my infield. I played Little League, not softball.
Yeah,
the first name that comes to mind for me was I was watching Full House and I always liked DJ Tanner.
DJ Tanner.
Yeah,
but I felt like we were the same age, so it was like, oh, she's my crush.
No, everybody I think had
you
a
got
crush on
Topanga out there. What?
Oh yeah, Topanga.
Who was? How about? Okay, I'll give you one.
I didn't think you guys were going to mention grown women.
Now that you mentioned that, who was the Kirk Cameron sister in what show were they in?
That's DJ Tanner. That's Full House.
In real life. That's
Full House. Okay,
they're brother and sister.
That's in real life. Both.
Yeah,
her. Oh no, you know who?
Blair. Oh yeah, she was on one of those
Facts
shows.
of Life.
Facts of
Life. Yeah, Blair. From
she had a
Facts of
big
Life.
rack. I know Blair did. I feel
was
like.
Girls.
Stab that. Yep.
Yeah,
that was her.
Blair from Facts of Life.
Facts of Life. That's what it's all about. That's what you learn.
Girls. Yeah.
Damn, man. Kelly from Saved by the Bell. Lisa Turtle.
Oh yeah.
I was a lot older when they came out.
What?
So I was older.
Saved by the Bell came out in like
well,
1990.
They couldn't be my first crush, jackass.
How? You ain't never seen Lisa Turtle?
Because I was fucking married when
Yeah,
she got
a
popular.
fuck.
When she can't.
You can't have a crush when you're married?
Rainbow was born married.
The question is, right?
Golly, Rainbow.
Gentry,
Who
help
was
me
your
out here.
first celebrity crush?
you.
He was already like 25.
All right, fine.
Yeah.
I forget
Okay,
he is old.
he
as
had
hell.
3 or 4. He had his heart broken 5 times by then.
Please.
You sure it ain't Lena Horne?
Mi amor.
Let's move on to our next topic. Now we all showed our age. Those of you that would like to comment on our, please comment on our video if you would like to leave your celebrity crushes.
Do it.
That would be great.
Yeah, we want to
Thank
see
you.
it.
One thing I always found to be tasty but not attractive are M&Ms. They melt in your mouth and not in your hand.
That's what they say.
And I've always loved the little characters, the M&Ms. They brought them to life, I believe, some 30 years ago.
Right.
But I don't know if you've heard the latest news that the spokescandies will be no longer. That's right.
They got fired?
They were
M&Ms,
weird anyway.
The boy and girl Eminem?
all the M&Ms. No more character M&Ms on any commercials. They will not be branding that. They got a big campaign coming up for the Super Bowl.
That's the problem with big corporations and mass layoffs. Now what are they all going to do for work?
Who, the M&M, the candy M&M people? Yeah.
What are they going to do?
They got a lot to offer, so I think they'll be picked up.
They get like an off-brand or something?
Yeah, they gonna go generic.
I'll tell you why this happened. So Eminem announced on Twitter this week on Monday that their multicolored cast of candy spokespeople will be headed to the retirement. They're going to be off the shelf.
Oh, so they're getting a pension?
They're getting replaced.
Oh, they're fired.
They're not getting eaten.
They're
That's
not.
good.
Yeah, they're off television and they're out of their marketing materials. They're now going to use Saturday Night Live's comedian Maya Rudolph.
Okay, she's kind of funny.
So Maya's gonna be on all the M&Ms
Forever.
Well, for now.
I'm guessing she likes the ones with nuts.
I put Maya in my
Oh,
mouth.
boing, boom, boom.
I guess
Yeah, I put her in my mouth.
this all came about because back in January, the folks at M&M, they decided they would have a purple M&M. Adding
Whoa.
Wait,
Wait.
We need the.
wait a minute.
It became
wait
a-
a minute.
No,
This
wait,
is-
is there one in the bag?
I think they did. They created a purple one.
Oh, awesome.
It's becoming like Skittles now.
Right,
You know,
right.
what
M&Ms
was wrong with
have
that?
all the
Kind
colors.
of like an
So
Easter
what's-
candy.
so
And
what's
now the
wrong with the
problem, I
purple
guess
one?
the problem is that purple is the gay pride color.
No, that's not really how it all came down.
Well, what
How
is
did it all
Is
come down?
What happened
Is
was
it satanic?
it had been like 10 years since they added a new candy. They added purple. Purple,
I like it.
Purple happened to be a woman that wore sexy boots. And then they made a packaging where it was all the female M&Ms, and they kicked all the men off of the M&M wrapper.
Oh, yeah, that was a little weird.
And they made it like the all-female M&M wrapper to just show that, celebrate women everywhere. Let's just put
Right.
all-female
Diversity.
M&Ms.
Well, it's weird because M&Ms aren't really male or female, so it's just kind of weird.
Well,
They're
then
just M&Ms,
It's
you know?
a goddamn cartoon.
I think they were just having fun, and they were
Like, come on, man.
But this is the times that we live in now. It's a
Right.
very woke culture where if
Yeah, that's
you
too
do
damn
something
far.
that gets people upset, then all of a sudden you can't have any fun anymore. You might as well get rid of them.
I don't necessarily know if that means woke, but yeah, there's a lot of complainers in society today.
What does woke mean to you then?
To me, woke means being conscious of social disadvantages to minorities and being conscientious about
And like women,
approaching
too,
them
right?
and well, just all minorities, because women are
So
minorities
wouldn't
as
you
well.
say that that's what they were trying to do originally by doing the all-woman?
Well, I think they're trying to remove because they always had a woman. I think
Right.
they were just it was clearly like Women's Celebration Month,
Sure.
and maybe they wanted to, be able to promote their product while celebrating women. I'm sure
Actually,
they have tons of women that work in their divisions and companies, may even be presidents or CEOs and shit. I think it was just a hats off to all the great women in the world that are doing magnificent things.
And if people
there's
weren't,
nothing
that's
wrong
actually-
with
and
that.
if people
That's
weren't so
actually,
uptight, they could have had like a funny dude one with like the dude M&Ms. They're all in their own pack,
Well,
Not
I mean,
that all
and
the
they can
dudes
do
are
that.
like
Maybe,
that. Not
maybe
all-
Father's,
not all dudes are like
and,
that,
And
but-
maybe on Father's Day they can do one with all the guys, and there's
Right.
one quirky guy
I mean, I
and one
don't-
like big burly guy, and just all different kind of men that we're also doing amazing shit too.
So
are people still eating M&Ms? That's the question. Are people still eating M&Ms?
You celebrate somebody else. Like,
they are
so
delicious.
people still eating M&Ms. So who gives a fuck? Like, leave that shit alone.
So
Gentry,
why'd they get mad?
Daily reminder to shut the fuck up.
What was the issue?
What got them mad was TK's favorite network, Fox News.
Oh shit!
They, I guess, Tucker Carlson.
Fucker? Oh,
that
Tucker.
fucker.
I always get that wrong.
No, I didn't say fucker. I said Tucker. I said Tucker Carlson. I actually like Tucker Carlson.
I do.
Ain't he like a pedophile or something?
He is the best at what he does.
The bow tie weren't looking fat.
I'll give him that.
Well, Tucker Carlson took issue with the more empowered depiction of the female spokescandies. According to this article, it says he complained that the purple appeared plus-sized and suggested that the green character was coded as lesbian. And so he was saying that they were like trying to code all the characters to check all the LGBTQ community on the front of the wrapper. The rapper. I'm not talking about the rappers. I'm talking about the packaging.
Right.
Okay. And Lil Wayne, what?
What do you think?
And so I think he was having some fun with it.
Sure.
And then all of a sudden, people took to Twitter and started bashing them for making a fat M&M and lesbian M&Ms. And then the folks at M&M's decided that they had started a controversy at that point. So then
they stepped in it. They said, we're out of here.
We're out of here. We're just going to delete all the little candies.
Aww.
We can't have fun. We can't have little character candies because everybody's so freaking sensitive.
I don't, and I would even imagine that that's probably not even society in general. Probably they were getting a lot of noise from people he caters to. Like,
well, no, it's called Twitter. That's all people do is go on Twitter and bitch.
It was probably both sides.
It was probably
Twitter
people
was not
from
really all like that, man, until everybody started bringing their punk asses on. No, I was not. Because I got on Twitter when it first started. And it was not like that.
You know how you avoid all that negative shit? Don't go there.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. So that's what people are talking about, and that's the public square. That's where they go to get it. And not only that, where people go to get their information, that's where the people who give you news go to get their information.
Yeah,
they're lazy. They go
news
just like
breaks on Twitter first before anywhere. If it ain't broke on Twitter, then
so that's
it ain't
big.
happen.
That's a big thing. So
Twitter is where you get your news from.
So that's powerful that they made M&M's change their brand.
That's crazy.
And how many?
Their branding,
And let me say,
mascots.
there's only like
that's fucked up.
I don't know what the exact number of people that are in America are on Twitter, but it's a fraction of the number of people. It's like in the hundreds of thousands, and the people in America are like.
Sure.
No, like 600 million people in America or something.
There are millions of people on Twitter.
Twitter's definitely worldwide.
Twitter's a global.
Not
thing.
that many people on Twitter.
Oh, there are millions of people on Twitter.
More than you think. They're not as many.
Twitter, I'll tell you. Twitter, as of 2022, it says that they have 450 million monthly active users. Now, how many of those are legit people?
How many are bots? Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's a percentage.
But ain't that many damn bots?
Like a range of miscue. Like okay,
but then you look at Facebook. Facebook is 2.96 billion. So Twitter is 450 million. You got Facebook
I was way off. I will admit
3
that.
Billion. Yeah. So those are the numbers according to Google. If you
well, look, it's powerful. They got M&M to change their branding. So I mean
Twitter's
it is
a monster, man.
It's a real place, whether you look at it or not.
Sure.
Twitter is its own city.
I think
really
society is very
reactionary
to sensitivities in society, just because lawsuits and frivolous lawsuits have become the new lottery in America.
Yeah,
and they're winning.
Well, we have another change coming. We talk about M&Ms. They changed for one reason. It looks like fans had their last run down Splash Mountain.
Yeah, man.
It's gone?
I was just in Orlando over the weekend, too.
And so I guess this ride has been around since 1992.
That's not that long ago, though.
Disney World.
It isn't.
It's been in California since 1989, where it debuted for the first time. But they've decided to do renovations on Splash Mountain. A lot of people consider it to be a staple of the park, but Disney said they're going to do away with it because of a lot of its associations came with the film from 1946 called Song of the South.
Song of the South.
And so they had a change.org petition and got 21,000 signatures stating that the ride was racist. And so now they've decided that they will change it to be, it's going to be the first black princess. It will be the Princess and the Frog.
Okay.
It's going to be the ride now.
That makes sense.
Now, I've never heard of that particular cartoon.
Princess and the Frog?
It's because you watch so much Fox News.
I don't watch a lot
and you have no children, so that's probably
Fox
why.
News and
No, it's basically about a girl in the bayou who becomes a princess of sorts.
I see. So it's a princess story.
And it has voodoo voodoo and all that.
That's cool.
It's fun. It's a fun little cartoon.
So they're making voodoo
and they got a lightning bug named Ray.
Not realizing that shit is real.
But my friends
voodoo
call me
is
Ray.
real, and they want me to put a writ on your ass, fellas. Beware.
Yeah, you better be careful.
Beware.
You'll bury your underwear in the background.
This true.
In the backyard.
I feel the same way about this as I do about
period blood.
Go ahead, Tomcat. Get your point across, please.
Let me just say that, like, if Disney wants to change their ride because they think they made a racist ride, well, that's great. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, cool.
It's,
you know, if you want to change your ride,
yeah.
if you feel like you made a ride, if you feel like your movie and your ride was racist and now you want to change it, well,
and
good job.
Yeah, and not only that, if you look at it and look at the stories, like they've come out with other like cartoons and different princesses since then that they probably should look to change a lot of their rides to kind of make it more like enjoyable for today's kids.
More woke.
That's ridiculous.
Well, I think you explained what is woke, and what you explained is that exactly what has happened there.
I'm just trying to agree with you right now.
Yeah. No. I understand it.
And I'm agreeing too, because if it bothers them and they feel like they're the ones that made the ride. True. I didn't make the ride. Right. We didn't make the ride. Right. You didn't make the ride.
They made the movie back in 1946.
And they made the movie.
It's the Disney company.
They made a lot of stuff back in the day that was questionable.
You know?
But I think when you ride the ride, I've ridden Splash Mountain. I don't know how many times.
I rode it.
I never looked at it. I didn't realize that it was from a movie from 1946.
I remember being terrified of that drop.
I didn't either. I just remember the ride.
I was a little kid.
I remember the big bear. They got a big bear character, and they have a little rabbit character.
Yes.
And I just was there to take the ride on the flume, I guess they call that.
Wow.
And I never really thought of it as a racist ride, but I think it's been there long enough.
Do you remember the movie?
Yeah.
I don't remember the movie.
I kind of remember the movie. What I remember
the
from the movie is there was an older black guy and he had a bird, and the bird would be on his shoulder, and he sang that song. There's a blue bird on my shoulder. The bird was a cartoon.
Right. Okay.
That's pretty much what I remember from the movie. That's it. And I
Okay,
don't know how that's.
that.
I guess it like they're saying it glorifies slavery in the South, and it glorifies. I don't remember that from the movie, and maybe that's because of my point of view growing up.
Have you ever ridden Splash Mountain, Memphis?
I don't know. I might have.
It's like a log ride. Water
ride.
Oh
At
yeah.
Disney.
Hell
That's
yeah.
the only one I got.
Hell yeah.
You just go up the
I
thing,
love
you go
that.
to, and then you go
We
down
got
the
something
thing.
similar like that at Six Flags back home.
Six
it was
Flags
called
is the shit. I love Six
the
Flags.
not the Thunder River. It was called, I forget what it was.
Well,
But
ours was called Congo River.
Yeah,
At
but
Six
it's
Flags.
so
No, that's
dope.
at Busch Gardens, isn't it? The Congo River.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, Six Flags.
That's my
did you
favorite.
feel
spot,
like
Busch
when-
Gardens.
Six Flags.
Did you feel like when you were riding it that it was a racist ride? Or did you have any idea, like me, you were just riding it and enjoying the ride?
Yeah, I was enjoying the ride. I was anxious to get on it because I'm like, oh wow, this is just like back home, and I just made a beeline straight to it. I didn't even bother looking at anything except getting on that ride.
I figured you'd like the water rides because I know how much you like getting wet.
Who, me?
Yeah.
With
What
the
a
ladies,
jackass.
you mean?
Yeah.
He did that whole story just so he could say that one line.
Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate the acknowledgement.
I do
you
like
very
log
much.
rides, so
It's
there's
like a
some of my
I
favorite.
bet you do.
Nice
No,
one,
TK.
TK.
Jackass.
I was wondering who's
friends are
gonna get him
dicks.
because I'm like, you walk right now, like one of them got.
I like a
I
log
would
ride.
be disappointed if neither one of them got you.
All right,
Oh,
let's
man.
let's
You
move
like
on.
that log flume, do you?
Boom. Get some
Not
wet.
that there's anything wrong with that.
He likes it to get some wet.
Let's talk about our next topic, which is how much would you pay for a meal? When is too much enough? I know people are getting upset with the cost of eggs. People are very upset with the cost of goods. And now there's a restaurant in Dubai where if you want to eat there, it's $2,000 a person.
What?
Dang.
And I guess it's more about the experience than the food. So this place, it's a famed Ibiza-born dining experience.
Okay.
Yeah.
And let's see here. It's an outlandish, a bunch of outlandish surprises.
I bet.
It says that it's known for the most expensive restaurant, and while there's plenty to say about what's on the menu, it's more than just the food. You let's see here. What else do you get? You can
ripped
have
off
up to 12 people.
Speak on it.
Bartenders decide the drinks based on the tarot card that they pull from a pack.
What?
And they pull the no
My
rules
wife
card.
would be all over this shit, dude.
No rules card. What is that?
Which feels fitting for the evening ahead. If you obey all the rules, you miss all the fun, it reads. So I guess you don't want to obey all the rules.
No.
And it says this is when the fun truly begins. We leave a library via a dark corridor. What do they say?
Corridor. There you go.
It's too swanky for me.
In English, please.
It takes you to what feels like
This
a
word's
future.
French.
A dark room, a huge table, pulsating lights.
Pulsate.
Oh, shit.
And
It's a rave.
waiters and waitresses double as performers throughout the evening.
Now we're
DJing?
at about $50 for me at this point.
There's 10 courses.
Okay.
10 courses?
Oh, okay. That sounds
How many people? Are we talking per person price?
No, it's
$2,000
per
a head.
person.
Okay.
$2,000 a head.
Which I still think is fucking crazy. Even with 10 courses. That's a lot of fucking courses. I've had
That's a
7.
lot of food. Do they have
That's a
nice
lot.
bathrooms where I can take a dump if I need to?
They got cakes in the urinals, for sure. Then it says here,
No,
let's
I don't
see
need
here.
the urinal.
You move from a picnic setting to the
courses,
rainbow in a land of Oz.
Okay.
And a
dope.
carnival.
So we rolling at
Okay,
this
that's
point.
fucking
Okay.
dope.
We doing
That's
some
dope.
mushrooms or something.
Yeah. No, you got to bring your own drugs.
So it's a whole experience. It's not just, you're going to get the meal. Now,
I mean, if I went to Dubai, whatever.
He's look how bougie he is. I went to Dubai.
If I went there and had the money to go there and did shit, something like that would definitely be an experience I would pay for just to say that I did that. But you got to have the money to do that. If you ain't got the money, you're probably not going there either.
I would not do that because I don't want to go to Dubai because it's mad expensive over there.
But if you got the money, like let's say you're a multi-recording like artist and you're sitting on 10 mil and you're going on vacation with somebody
or
you're
like
trying to woo, like you wouldn't drop $4,000
or
and
like
fucking
say
have the
like
day
when the
of your
Outcast podcast takes off and we like all instant millionaires.
When we get
that money,
we should do our show from that goddamn restaurant.
Still no, I ain't doing that shit.
It also says here that
the company would have to pay for it. I'm too cheap for that.
The dishes, they're dropped from the ceiling on wires. So like when your plate comes down,
at least they're on wires. At my house, they just come flying.
They just come flying.
Good to you, motherfucker.
You got to duck, dodge, dive, dip, and dodge.
And dodge.
At one point, you put on VR headsets, and they have you dangling midair, and you're served by a giant Viking.
What the fuck?
Who brings you your food with your VR headsets, and it says each course becomes more creative than the last.
Is this a motion picture or something?
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not like you're just sitting down and eating fucking lasagna or some shit.
I mean, now I'm starting to think like, all right, you know what? I can justify this.
Oh, and then the next phase, I kind of
want to be fed mid-air like Mr. Memphis.
The next phase, they say that they put you in a DeLorean-style vehicle, and they rev up the engine, and you kind of go back into the future, where then you go back into the old times. And that's when they bring you out some desserts and chocolates and biscuits, bite-sized delicacies, it says here. So I guess the big question is it worth the $2,000? Ramos says if you got a lot of coin. Memphis says no way. What about you, Tomcat? You dropping two G's, and if you're taking that pretty lady of yours, you're talking 4 G's.
Have to go alone then. No, I'm just kidding. She'll have the French fries.
Didn't you want to sell a bitch?
You said you started drinking. You wanted to drink more water, right?
Don't worry, I'll give you a bite of mine.
He'll turn into Rick James real quick. They'll be like, I don't know this
I'm gonna need a to-go box from my old lady.
Yeah, right.
And careful with
She's
the
gonna
salt,
eat my
you know?
leftovers.
I
You don't want
dodged
all
her
that
out of the
salt.
front door.
You know how to
No, I
get
think
to
it would be an experience. So if you had the money, it's worth it, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, it's exorbitant, of course. It's Dubai, though. So that's probably not. There's all the other places up and down that street are probably $1,000 a meal.
Yeah. No, you going to McDonald's, you're dropping 200. You know?
Yeah, like a Big
$200.
Mac's probably $200.
They still probably go to. They
But,
call
I
it
mean,
Royale
you-
with cheese.
You
over
go
there.
there if you got the cash, the liquid cash to do that shit. Like if
Or
you
200.
don't, then motherfucker, you ain't going to Dubai.
It's place is called Sublimotion.
Yeah.
Sub.
bet it
It's
is.
You know what?
SUBLIMOTION.
We very much would like to come. If you can sponsor our show, we would definitely love to do our show there.
But
Yes,
you can't
indeed.
smoke weed there, though.
Yeah, in Dubai, they put you away if you do that
Yeah,
kind of
they'll
stuff.
kill you for
Yeah,
that.
fuck that. I'm not going.
Exactly. I'm good. I like to see it on TV.
Yeah, let's go to Amsterdam.
I was
Amsterdam's
just thinking that. How perfect would that be?
Amsterdam.
You
let's
guys all
go.
have a passport?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what
And
about
my passport don't
what
expire
about
for like another 6 years.
what
I
about
don't
this?
need one, man.
What about this vaccine shit? Can we get in that place with
Yeah,
no
I think we good.
vaccine?
I think we'd be all right.
I think now,
We can buy you a fake card, TK. Don't worry
well, we
about
don't
it.
want
It's
to get
okay.
locked up, man. You don't know what it's like.
We
to get-
won't. He will.
Going through customs. That shit's nerve wracking.
Yeah. I don't know.
Me
And
and,
I always
me,
get
and
stopped.
me and Vladimir Djokovic or whatever his name is.
Yeah, I always get stopped coming through customs, man.
Yeah, there's
All the
reasons for
time.
that.
I actually do too.
My wife
There's
didn't
a
believe
reason
it.
for
Yeah,
that.
they do little stuff on your fingertips.
Do you
You ever
snort
had
it?
them do that?
You snort it?
No.
No.
They take a little like paper, they put it on your finger, and then they put it in a machine, and the machine checks for residue for everything.
Well, you kind of look
And it
Middle
won't-
Eastern.
No, well,
Or even shit. My
it always
especially on
comes
those
back negative though.
these
So
international
we're
flights.
good.
Those
They let me on the plane.
They're like,
I'm-
no, just poop.
Just poop. Yeah. You got quite a bit of fecal matter on your fingertips, sir. So just wash your hands and you can go on the
No
plane.
gun residue, only poop.
No, those
A lot of poop on
international
those
flights
fingers.
and shit when you gotta before you get on the plane and they pull you aside and they tell you to come in the room and they go through your
What?
They
shit.
tell you to come in the room.
I've
What's-
never
Yeah.
fucking had
No
that
one's
shit
ever asked
happen
me to come in
Oh,
the
yeah.
room.
They do it
Because
in
I'm
Memphis,
t-
and they're like,
I
"This man's
traveled
got."
with shit I
telling-
probably shouldn't have.
Listen,
Ton of jizz
because it
on his
happens to
fingers.
me all the time.
Where somebody asked you to come in the room?
Yeah, they pull you
So what,
aside.
just
They
get
pull
home
you
from
aside and say,
DJing?
"Can you come with us?" And it's like, "All right, yeah, I'll be back. I'll meet you."
How many
at the
times
gate."
do they expect you to come?
Wait,
Fuck it.
He's gross.
Every time you get ready to come back into the country, I guess.
how many cups you fill?
This is a pop prostate exam.
Shit.
Let's move on to our next
tell
topic.
you.
That's fun.
Oh, it's
I
weird.
didn't realize how much some of the Outcasts believe in ancient aliens.
How are we going to be able to hear?
What do you mean, how are you going to be able to hear?
You get here.
Pussy, that's all.
Oh, what are you guys doing?
They're turning into
Oh, they're turning into aliens. these
Mark
guys.
and Mindy and shit.
For those of you watching the Outcast podcast, Ramo
You're going
is
down,
no longer
Ramo.
Ramo.
he
He's Ray-Ban.
Ray-Ban.
And we have Tom, what are you? Tom the UFO?
Tom Jupiter in the house.
The Stage Invaders.
My name's
Stage
Belda.
invaders.
I'm
He's a
from Australia,
This-
actually, mate.
He's an Australian alien. I didn't know
Let's
they
go.
had those
Bring the
there.
questions on.
We're going to have an alien trivia off
Ain't that just one big country?
and see who knows the most about aliens, because you guys had a little bit of a battle out in the garage before we started the show where
This is
they're
true.
both so passionate about aliens that one was actually, Tomcat was upset that Ramo was talking too much. You're like, you're talking over me.
Didn't
I
let
had
him
things
speak.
to say too about
Yeah,
aliens.
hi.
He
For
lost
crying
his
out loud.
he lost his confidence
Notice
in
I
the
said
talking, and that's never like TK.
All
I've
right,
been waiting on this.
we'll go from person or alien to alien. We'll start with Ramo. This is your question. Tomcat will have the chance to steal. This is from season 5, Chariots of the Gods, which is considered groundbreaking by researchers in the field of extraterrestrial life. The hypothesis is that technologies and religions of many ancient civilizations were given to them by ancient astronauts. Who authored this book?
Eric von Däniken.
What was that, Ramo alien? It's hard for me to understand you behind the alien face.
Eric von Däniken.
Congratulations. You got that one.
He got it right?
Right.
Holy
Yes.
shit. You really do know your shit.
Yeah,
God damn. I mean,
PK knew it too.
oh, wow.
Okay.
Also, that was a layup question because you would ask me, I'm like, I don't know Anne Rice or some motherfucker. I don't know. What's the J.K. Rowling?
J.K. Rowling.
Yeah, that bitch do a lot of shit too, so I don't know.
All right, on to you, Tomcat. I hope you're ready.
I'm being ready, bitch.
Aliens and cover-ups mentions theories that claim the U.S. military and air defense fought off UFOs in 1942.
You got it.
What is the name of this alleged battle?
Ooh, it's the Battle of Los Angeles.
Holy ancient shit. You got it right,
Yeah.
Tomcat!
What?
Woo! Congratulations, Tomcat.
Wait, is that a thing?
Hey, I thought we were doing
That's
multiple
a
choice.
thing?
How did you get that right?
Holy
Bro, the
shit.
Battle of Los
Yeah.
Angeles is fucking insane.
It
You look
happened
that
Oh
up.
my
California.
mind.
Yep.
It's blown right now. You guys have no
Wow.
idea. I'm freaked out.
They had like ground to air missiles shooting in the air and shit.
They were
Like,
shooting at a thing. They got
Yeah.
a picture of it. You can see the spotlights on it. You can
Yeah.
see the damn whatever it is. Looks like a UFO to me.
Wow.
You look like a alien to me, Tomcat.
I
was
feel
just
like
looking
one
at
right
you.
now. Yeah. Belda. I mean,
All right, our next
Sydney,
question.
Australia,
This
man.
one is for you. So far, we're tied at 1-1. These guys are throwing no hitters right now.
this Earth
Yeah.
beat is pretty good.
Okay. This was from season 10 of Ancient Alien. This
Good
is the
word.
alien evolution. I don't even know how to say this word. The Paracas skulls
Right.
of Peru.
Uh-huh.
Did I say that right? The Paracas?
Yeah.
The Paracas skulls of Peru, which are heads with criminal volumes at least 25% larger than any other known human skull. It's referenced as what some believe are remains of extraterrestrials. Which archaeologists found these skulls in 1942?
Holy shit, that's a good one.
that's a tough one, man.
That is a tough one.
Give him the multiple
You
choice
want to
on
know
that
the
one.
multiple choice?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's either Henry Baddock, Robert Emmeniger,
Uh-oh.
or Julio Telio.
Damn, that's
I'm
tough.
going to go with Julio Telio.
Of course you will.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were going to go with,
Well,
too.
they're
You guys are related.
I'm thinking it's the
so-
second guy.
What was your choice? Julio Telio. It's
Yeah.
hard to get your communication. You're so far in space.
Thank you.
What did you say again? Your answer?
Julio.
Use your telepathy, Ramo.
Yeah.
I'm
You are
trying.
correct, Ramo.
Wait,
Oh,
for
no, the
real?
guess
I
for
didn't
sure.
realize that
No
we were
shit.
amongst alien experts.
Wow.
Oh, that was a definite
Or at least
guess.
guys that have
My
no
goodness
lives
Gracious,
and watch
man. I'm in the
ridiculous television.
presence of some geniuses right now. Well, look at me.
Okay,
You
on to
bow
the next
down.
question. This one's yours, Ramo.
No,
that's
mine.
that.
TK.
Oh, we are up to TK. I was trying
It's
to
gonna
cheat
be
TK.
hard. That one was a hard one.
As referenced in season 16, I didn't realize they had this many seasons.
They got like 20-something.
Okay, this is UFO Pioneers. Who appeared with George Knapp on Las Vegas TV station KLAS to reveal the shocking existence of Area 51 in 1989?
Multiple choice. Definitely for him.
You
That's
need
hard.
multiple choice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bob Lazar, Charles Fort, or Bill Burns?
Bob Lazar.
Bob Lazar.
That's it.
He's correct.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
You guys are on friggin' fire.
He's on fire.
Okay, now Ramo, this one's for you. This was covered in season 12, The Alien Architects. There are 2 locations in the world that have pyramids aligned with the constellation of Orion's belt. Let me get my trippy music recued.
That music's great.
Get the aliens
There it
going
is.
again.
If you're asking me which ones, it's Egypt and Peru.
That's not one of the options.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Give me the
The question, let me finish the
Go ahead.
question.
Oh, that's a wrong answer.
In the
That's not
world, they have
good point.
pyramids aligned with the constellation of Orion's belt.
constellation.
An astonishing similarity.
Right.
Considering they are 7,500 miles apart, where are the 2 locations?
Multiple choice.
Is it Cambodia and Peru? Is it Egypt and Mexico? Or is it Guatemala and Saudi Arabia?
Yeah, it's Egypt and Mexico.
You, my friend, are correct.
Yeah, but you picked something else first, Peter.
Well, I said Egypt, but I thought he was talking about the site in Peru. I didn't know he was talking about the pyramids.
You got to wait for me to finish the question.
I do.
Jump the gun there, bud.
I did.
All right, you guys are still undefeated so far. Okay, which Hollywood legend and current host of another History Channel series was featured in an Ancient Alien special during season 16?
Well, what's crazy about this guy is he's on my death list.
Oh, no way.
Captain Kirk, baby.
William Shatner.
William Shatner.
Yeah.
Yes, you are correct.
Shit.
Yeah.
All right, this is going to be a tough one, Ramo.
Unexplained.
A conspiracy theory
Death
mentioned
lists.
in an episode from season 5 theorizes that this famous genius had an extraterrestrial connection because of their great impact on societal advancements.
Albert Einstein.
Albert Einstein is correct.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't even know why we're playing this game. You guys know all the answers.
I'm telling you, man, I think these are a bunch of layup questions, but they are just really difficult because I wouldn't know none of that shit.
All right, here we go. As discussed in season 18, the disclosure event. In December 2020, a stipulation was added to a bill that gave U.S. intelligence agencies 180 days to reveal to Congress what they know about UFOs. To which kind of bill was this added to?
Multiple choice.
A bill addressing plans for the country's infrastructure, a yearly government spending bill, or a coronavirus relief bill?
It was the coronavirus relief bill, I think.
And if you answered that and you said that, you would be correct. You guys watch way too much of this freaking show.
I know you
All right,
freaking
so
nerds.
that's a
What's
draw,
going
right?
on with you two?
5-5.
Dweeb.
All right, we're down to the final two questions here. These are the final two.
Okay.
I don't know how we're going to decide a winner, if we'll have a tie or how this is going to work out, but it's come down to the wire.
I'm hoping we just both get them all right.
We
All right,
should.
strange abductions. American forestry worker Travis Walton was allegedly abducted back in '75 while working in the Apache National Forest near Snowflake, Arizona. Which movie was an adaptation of Walton's story?
Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Would you like to try to steal
I
that
will
question?
steal that. It's Fire in the Sky.
Fire in the Sky starring D.B. Sweeney. That would be
Good job.
correctamundo.
Oh,
Thank you.
nice. So TK got the lead.
TK with the steal, and
Steal.
you could finish him.
Last minute steal.
Yeah,
Finish
well,
him.
Yeah.
You could finish him right here, Tomcat.
I'll do that.
Astronomer J. Allen Hynek, who is credited with developing the system used to classify close encounters. He headed a U.S. Air Force project related to studying UFOs from 1952 all the way to 1969. What was that project called?
I think I know, but can I get multiple choice?
Yeah.
If you're a vagina,
I will.
Project Blue Book, Project Unidentified, or Project Giorgio?
Project Blue Book.
Oh my God, Tomcat is our resident
Wow.
alien expert. He has
Look at
yet
that.
to get a question wrong.
Good job.
Wow, Tomcat.
Although I will say I wasn't a pussy and I took the
Wow.
last question straight
Golly, I thought it was gonna be a tie, man. What happened?
I knew
What
that
happened to
last
you out
answer,
there?
but I
Choice
figured
on
it
it.
would be prudent
I
to ask.
should've.
You know, then that way I could
Yeah, you
figure
know-
the other
Could you
ones
guys
out.
take the fucking masks off? I can barely
Yeah.
understand.
I said at least I wasn't a pussy on the last question and didn't take the multiple choice option.
Yeah, he
I
went-
straight
yeah,
for the
right.
No,
answer.
He
because
took the physical
Was
challenge.
at least the Close Encounters of the Third Kind, was that one of the options?
No,
It wasn't
it was
even
not.
it wasn't one of the options.
It wasn't. There was one where somebody talked about there was an episode where
But
they
I-
talked about that movie was based upon somebody's recollection.
Yeah,
of
but the
a
little
situation.
girl gets abducted in that movie, not the guy. The guy and the mom go.
Right.
He goes crazy, and then they go
Right.
up to. The
I remember that. I
mountains,
remember.
the
Yeah, yeah.
mountain.
Once you said he gave that description, I was
But
like,
the
oh, yeah, that was
aliens
it.
took his daughter in that movie.
One thing
Yeah.
I will say that I do believe
No, it was
is,
a little boy.
is that.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It was a little boy.
All right,
Sorry.
are you guys done reminiscing?
We are.
Aw.
Okay. One thing I do believe is true about the atmosphere and the galaxies and what have you is that the moon. I feel like the moon can make people act crazy, And I know, being a fisherman, that it can control the tides because you have to look at the moon to know when high tide and low tide is. And
Ain't no fisherman, boy.
And the
No,
moon, the moon's effective. I can bait a hook, boy. I can run a trot line. And a country boy can't survive.
Show
at
me.
a wedding.
I have to see them knots. See if you got your knots
Man,
together.
I know how to
bud.
tie a
Tie your
fisherman's knot.
fisherman knots here.
We'll see how many fish you catch when we go out.
We're going fishing. You coming?
Yeah, I'm ready to go
me?
fishing.
Yeah.
When? I ain't heard about
Spanish
this.
people love to go fishing.
Nope.
Now, that's racist.
That is
Nope.
kind of racist.
It's more
I don't even
like,
care.
what's the
Nope.
word? Stereotypical is what it is.
I never even heard that.
Stereotyping.
I never even
Yeah.
heard that as a stereotype
Not for
for
Hispanic
Hispanics,
people. No.
like ever.
Spanish people? Oh,
Never,
I love to go.
never heard
Maybe
that.
Indonesian people.
Indonesian
I
people?
haven't heard any stereotype for anybody like to go fishing. They just
Right now.
going fishing, not like a black people go fishing. Ha,
Country.
ha,
It's
ha.
definitely a country kind of a hobby to do. Down south, it's very popular. Fishing. There's a lot of water.
Well, commercial
They fly
fish,
fish in,
commercial
like,
You gotta have
fishermen,
fish
you know,
to
in
go
other
fishing.
places.
Big
In
up in
lakes, yeah.
Boston.
In lakes,
Yeah,
yeah,
you-
that's true.
Yeah, you
Well, they're
fish.
in Boston. They're by water too, aren't they?
Yeah.
On the East
Yeah, yeah.
Coast, so
Why would
they're
you
on
bring
the
up
ocean.
those mass holes like that?
Uh-oh, here we
Why
go.
don't do that.
Don't
You're just
offend
going,
you.
you're just going state by state, get these people all pissed off.
You
know
already
what?
banged one of their daughters. Like, geez, shut up
I
already.
did, and it was great.
No, it wasn't.
It
Well,
was.
we were
Well,
talking about the moon, actually.
Okay,
Thank you.
I love. You know,
Wrong
the moon
moon.
is my nighttime girlfriend.
What?
Yes, the moon is my nighttime girlfriend. I have a crazy obsession with the moon. This is fact. This is
Do you have sex with
true.
it?
Huh?
Nothing.
Listen,
What does it do for you?
she just makes
Don't,
me.
not on the air.
Okay, fine. I want to tell him. No, the moon. Like seriously, when the moon
You're
is
going to
full,
stop him from saying that?
Oh
Go
my
ahead.
God.
when the moon is full, it makes me. It puts me in a different headspace, and I always go like around my fire pit, and I just kind of like this vibe with.
There's a lot
the
of
moon.
energy in the full moon.
Yeah,
I barely ever
just-
notice
I
when the moon
vibe
is
with
full.
it.
I just look up and I'm like, oh, the moon
I
is
do.
full.
I do.
What is your theory as to why people act crazy when the moons are out, Ramo?
Well, I'm pretty sure it has a lot to do with its gravitational pull and the fact that we're 75% or 90%, I'm not sure exactly the percentage of water humans are. Like our molecules are all water. So I think just in theory, seeing that the gravity does what it does to water on Earth, like it obviously has some effect in, not only probably like how we feel physically, but definitely like our blood pumps and, things of that nature. So yeah, people probably get a little, wonky. Your brain probably thinks differently too because of the gravitational pull is probably a lot stronger. So, it's all energy.
And Tomcat, you had a theory where you think somebody placed the moon there. I mean, obviously, I guess somebody had to place it there, but you had an interesting theory about how the moon got where it is.
Beings from another dimension.
Yeah, some kind of alien
Possibly.
bullshit. What was it?
Some type of alien bullshit.
What is it?
Well, the thing about the moon is our moon is that like it's so much closer to Earth and so much the size of the moon comparatively to
Sure.
Earth. It's gigantic
Sure.
next to the Earth, and where it is, it's perfectly in orbit so that it will affect our tides and all the things. Now, maybe it's just after millions and billions of years, that's where it just ended up. But the point is, when you look at the moon from our perspective here on Earth and you look at it in the sky, it looks like it's the exact same size as the sun, even though the sun is so much further away, almost like it's designed.
Sure.
And when there's an eclipse, the sun and the moon go right on fucking top of each other from our angle,
From our point of view.
from
sure.
our point
Sure.
of view, fucking precisely.
Sure.
Now, how the fuck does that happen?
Sure. Well, this is just my theory and what
By
I've
accident.
heard, and I kind of believe it. Well, maybe. Maybe it's just that's the point of in time that we're at, how all that works out, and maybe that's the reason why the Earth is habitable now and will be for the next, few 100,000 years, because it's still going to be within range to do those certain duties and things that it does to help the Earth maintain its stability.
You said duties.
I did several times.
He said it a bunch of times.
That's just my theory, and maybe
duty.
We're just lucky enough to be a part of that, to see that it's something of chance, but not of chance. Because if it wasn't like that, we probably couldn't be here.
Is it chance though, or did somebody put it there?
That's a possibility.
Did somebody toe it into place?
No.
Because a lot of people think it's hollow.
Now, I believe that there are other entities in different dimensions that are way more superior to us, like that have been around for probably longer than like our particular. Yeah, sure, something like that.
Well, shit,
that are close to God, if not God. Some people probably call them angels, things of that nature, and they have the ability to make things work for life to thrive in order to try to, I don't know, for lack of a better term, raise a society of people that can become like them one day, you know, kind of like.
Or are we supposed to just become ourselves and then build the super intelligent robots?
We're parents.
Are we just supposed to build robots?
Who knows? Who knows the real reason?
Like maybe it doesn't have anything to do with us. Maybe it doesn't matter whether we expand or go into space. Maybe it's we just need to get to the level where we replicate them, build them, so they can be like AI.
No, definitely. I mean, there's no
AI
real.
Is definitely coming.
We don't know. I mean, like as you know, some people believe that. You know, our species was made from actual like animals that lived on this planet, whatever our pre-human was made by aliens coming down here, mating with humans, and then
we're adjusting their DNA.
Right, adjusting it maybe chemically somehow, making it so that humans can be intelligent enough eventually one day to do possibly, or even become just like a parent. Like you teach your kid to become something that you
It's not pseudoscience. College kids in their dorm rooms use something called a CRISPR, and they can alter your genes. They can change your DNA. Kids in a college dorm using a thing called a CRISPR. It's called a CRISPR.
What the hell's that?
It's what people can use now to manipulate DNA. And if we can do it,
really.
We need to talk about that.
They can do it.
I never heard about it.
Oh, yeah.
No, definitely.
It's technology that we have now. Well, like I said, where people in universities and shit, they could do it. There are regulations against doing certain things, but they can do genetic manipulation.
Sure.
Now they could change your eye color, crazy shit like that.
Here's something to think about too, is even if you look like from 1942, from when the first sightings and things of that nature happened. That was also right around World War II when we set off the bomb. Not only that, from that point until this point, our technology has become unrecognizable. Like, that's not by chance. Humans didn't just get fucking smarter all of a sudden.
Are we talking about aliens again?
We had inspiration. There's something that happened there that we've been able to grab technology from that has helped us become more advanced.
They put it
whatever
in
the fuck it was,
dream
I don't know what, or there was some kind of a alien ship. Maybe it wasn't man, maybe it was man, but we send satellites out to the universe. You know what I'm saying? There's got to be other civilizations as old as us, if not older. Because think about it, our universe is how many years old? Like, we've only been around for not even a million years.
Said he just found a radio signal just this past week.
Yeah,
there's no way we could believe now, after everything that we know and after everything that we can prove, believe that we are the only game in fucking town. Like,
this just happened. This just happened not too long ago. It was trending on Twitter. UFO out in Texas and parts of New Mexico. They saw something in the sky, and it was like visible from both states. And this just happened like not too long ago.
I've seen a lot of those. A lot of them are reported by police.
And
the police officers are calling it in and talking
it's like
about
people like, yo, did y'all see that? And people like, we seen it.
County to county.
Yeah. Think about it this way. The lotto. Millions of people play
love gelato.
It. Like, millions of people play it, spend tons of money on it. Imagine that only one person ever won ever in the history of lottery. It's impossible. It cannot fucking happen. You know what I'm saying?
The
like,
things
there's
that blow
too many
me away
chances
is when
for
you
it to not happen again.
When you see the structures like Stonehenge, the big stone structures that have been there for like 5,000 years, and you say
Probably
to yourself,
even longer.
how the hell did they build
Karnak
that
stones.
back in those days?
Yeah.
If it was just man.
Well, and we don't have the technology barely right now to be able to pull that off.
Well, the thing is, was it
let me
technology where they were floating stuff in place? Or was it giants, a lot of people believe, who also had a different technology, plus they were bigger?
They were aliens. They were of a different...
Well, let me ask you this.
Makeup.
They found giant bones all over the place.
They have.
If you were able to meet an alien, would you want to do it?
Oh, I've met several. My friend
It
Juan,
might eat
dude,
you.
he's
Have
the
you ever
best.
been to the Lonnie Kai
the best tacos.
during spring break? If you go to that,
I'm usually DJing, so yeah.
They do live amongst us, so I guess you're right.
Oh, damn it.
Probably
This is Florida.
it is time to go to our official newsman. He puts other newsmen
like
to
it.
shame.
Damn right.
He's one of the most respected newsmen in the game.
Easy now.
He's our very own newsman, Tomcat, with his not so good news. Go ahead, Tom.
Cholo.
Today, January 25th, 2023, it is Alicia Keys' birthday. She's
Oh, happy
41.
birthday.
Happy birthday to Alicia
Hey,
Keys.
Keys.
There's a weird story
Beautiful.
right now. A woman named Sherry Papini, hope I said her name right, California woman who faked her own kidnapping. Have you heard
Interesting.
about this story?
What?
It was by
I've heard of several.
She faked her own kidnapping. She was just sentenced to 18 months in prison. So essentially the story is this. Back in 2016, she went missing. It was like Gone Girl. She basically, with the help of her ex-boyfriend, kidnapped herself. She went jogging. They thought she just disappeared.
Right.
She turned back up with all battered and bruised with all these bruises and shit all over. She had her ex-boyfriend finally admitted that she had her ex-boyfriend beat her up. And then she got caught and she just finally admitted to the whole
But why did
scam.
she do it? She didn't want to go to work.
She said she was in an abusive relationship.
Oh, come on.
So she had her ex-boyfriend kick her ass.
Said the break in the case
Great
came in
fucking idea.
2020 when investigators took an unknown male DNA on clothing she was wearing and tested it using technology known as genetic genealogy, this type of
Boom.
shit. The DNA was connected to a family member of Papini's former boyfriend, the dude who she was, I guess, ran away with. An investigation took the DNA from
He
the
was beating it
ex-boyfriend
up
to
all
confirm it as a match, and then they closed in on him. Yep.
It's
So
like a
she
Jesse
had a husband.
Smollett type of story.
She had a husband,
Yeah,
so
that
she
sounds
So
just
she was
like
just being a whore.
She was being a whore. And I mean,
Jesus
she took
Smollett.
whoring to the whole next nth X degree. Like, I'm going to lie and I'm going to fucking beat me up. Fuck.
Oh, he beat that shit up.
And she had bruises all over. I seen
I
it.
bet.
All right. Next story is another AI story.
Think he hit it from
This
the
is
back?
a story I sent you guys. This new AI app lets users chat with old, ancient people that are famous celebrities,
That's
such
funny.
as Jesus and Hitler. They put on there, and
All
that's
right.
where the controversy comes in because they added people such as Jesus and Hitler, and a lot of people it's being slammed as deeply disturbing.
Well, I don't know that his name
Yeah.
was Jesus. Like, did that name even exist back then?
Apparently,
said his name was.
that's the name they gave him, motherfuckers. What you talking about?
Something else, maybe.
The
Yeah, they
app
just-
Historical Figures,
became
which is the
Jesus.
name of the app in case you want to check it out, uses advanced AI technology to allow users to have conversations with over 20,000 historical figures from the past. So
Let's
there's
do
a
it
bunch
right
of
now.
them.
We do it.
We should do it. I said we should have done it.
Gentry didn't
So, who
want
are
to.
some of the other people on there outside of?
It did say, let's see, it said
'Cause we don't wanna
Abraham
do
Lincoln, Benjamin Franklin, Plato, Princess Diana.
Oh,
Very cool.
nobody wants to talk to her.
Nobody
Jimi
wants to talk
Hendrix
to her?
not on that
Yeah, I'm
list?
sure there's 20,000 of them though.
Okay.
All right. Next story, Nelly, the rapper. You know Nelly, the
Nelly.
rapper.
Oh,
Yeah, my dog.
It's getting hot in here.
St.
Apparently,
Louis in the house.
it was
Probably
getting
hates that
hot
song.
at an Australia concert called the Juicy Fest in Melbourne. Juicy Fest,
I wanna go
Melbourne,
there.
Australia. Looked like
Australia's awesome.
Nelly was high. They said he was high as eggs in this article. Now,
Okay, so
I showed
what?
you guys the
And?
video. What do you think? Did you think Nelly was high?
I think he was high.
no, I think he may have been like
Dirty
maybe
was
high off weed and had a little drink in him, and the lights were just right in his fucking eye. And he
The
just
weird
couldn't
thing, he
look
looked
a certain way.
demonic, like his
Well-
eyes were rolling in the back of his head.
Well, it looked like every time he tried to look in a certain direction,
He usually
his
had his
eyes
sunglasses
just
on.
automatically like just
Rolled in the back of his
yeah,
head.
like just like went away from it. Like
I think he was rolling. That's
Sure,
what I
yeah,
think. He was
well,
on
he could've.
ecstasy. That's
he
me.
definitely wasn't rapping.
He's on a
That was
beam.
pre-recorded like a motherfucker.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think he was high.
So what? I ain't judging.
So it is what it is.
He had fun. He's rich.
He was on that hot shit.
Hot shit.
Do what you want.
I think people see him as having like a clean cut image, kind of like LL Cool J.
Hold on, let me say, if ain't nobody did the meme yet for that, we did it first with that Nelly on that hot shit. So if you're gonna do a meme, you gotta use this shit here. We gotta do that.
Do we know what he's talking about?
Yeah, because they be making fun of Nelly. They can be making fun of Nelly, so I'm trying to get us some props and shit. Y'all been laughing. The fuck is that, man?
I'm down.
I'm trying to help us out, and y'all been giving me a hard time.
Man, I'm just
I'm a little concerned right now.
All right, cool.
I don't even do TikTok.
Oh, I see. I don't.
He does a Twitter or TikTok or
he tweets
and the other fucking Snapchattery or fucking.
I don't do none of that shit.
Yeah, see, Rainbow.
But we're gonna do Twitch.
Oh, we're gonna kill that shit.
I think we need to get on the TikTok because I hear that's where you, if you want to get your music played, you get it played on TikTok, and then it goes viral, TikTok. And you make that money. You even said that time.
I made a bunch of money off of my song being on TikTok. My girlfriend puts crazy shit on her TikTok, and it shit is like a controversial. She will like film Fox News and then just put it on her TikTok, and then she'll use my song as the song in the background.
That's nice.
Who watches more Fox News, you or your girl? Or you guys? Is it something you watch together?
Wait,
I used to watch it.
It's a family thing.
Oh, she watches it. Look, it's red pill shit, man. You know, it's like they're
gracious.
Do you ever eat the blue pill? Do you ever eat the blue pill?
I listen to everything. I listen to all arguments. I do. I listen to everything.
I think we changed his mind enough in here.
Yeah, I'm like, it got to be some kind of balance. You both can't be like, hey,
I don't see why
I don't see why Fox News.
Watching something bothers people. Like they're mad I'm getting this information. Like, so what? Like, I'm not doing anything with it. You know, I'm just watching this information and I'm formulating an opinion. Why does that I don't understand what the problem is with that.
Probably because of all the shit that they say on Fox News.
But even if they do,
information,
and then how people that watch it like a lot, you know, it's like you're drawn to that, and then then it's so people kind of looking at you some kind of way, like, you watch this Fox News.
One of my favorite shows on there is the Gutfeld show. It's a later show, and they got Tyrus on there. He's this big ass wrestler. He's like the WCW champion, and he's on there. Like, and they're funny. It's funny, and they have all different kind of people on there, and it's funny. Like they're honestly they're not really going out. They do go after woke culture, and I can see where there's definitely a culture war there with people that think they don't like that. And I don't like it when they go after weed. They go after weed, and I hate that.
Oh, fuck them.
They do. They don't like weed, and I don't like that.
I don't think that's the woke culture. I think that's just a group of complainers that find themselves empowered.
They got to come up with stories. That's what we do.
That become empowered by things that social media and stuff where they, you know, a lot of people can hear what they have to say. Like, because let's be honest, without social media, most of these people that are saying this stuff, you don't give a fuck.
There's a lot more people.
You know what?
Their own family members probably ain't listening to them. That's
you know
why
what the
they're on
best
the
part
fucking
about
internet
social media is?
Spewing this fucking garbage.
Is this? Check this out. The best part of most of social media is the fact that my Super Bowl pick is still in the game and all y'all's are out. I win.
Who's your team again?
Kansas City.
No, they got to win the Super Bowl.
No, they said
he does have the team that is last standing.
So I'm still standing.
No, but it's the team that wins the Super Bowl. You have to guess who wins the Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl.
Yeah, that was. We picked Super Bowl picks.
Oh yeah,
that's what a pick is.
So
Super
they
Bowl
have to
pick.
win.
Yeah. But still, the fact
none
of the
of us
matter is,
win. We all suck.
The fact
because they're losing this week. They're losing this week to Cincy.
You want a trophy, Memphis, for having the team that made it to the AFC conference championship?
It's a competition.
Some type of recognition. Yes, I do.
Wait till you win the Super Bowl.
King me, damn it.
You're the king, Memphis. You're the king.
Give him some more tincture. He needs it.
I love you guys.
It's been a heck of a show. Another one in the books. We'd like to thank our technical producers, Jacob and Jordan back.
Double J.
Running the cameras. Check us out on YouTube. Listen to our podcast. We'll be back next week, God's willing.
Peace out, y'all.
That's the LL. That's the LL. Peace out. The Below the Kiss. The LL. That's how it is.